recording. Okay, we're in the living room. My dog is with us. Let's see how this goes. I have some weights. I have a yoga block. I have a ball, a squishy ball. Weights, yoga block, and a squishy ball. That's all I have. And whatever's left of my sanity. And I have a little water here. Okay, so we're going to start standing. I'm going to go shoeless today because I like to. You can be shoeless or shoes on. It's entirely up to you as always. Okay, so let's make it happen. Okay, I'm going to start by grabbing the squishy ball. And I'm going to keep the yoga block close by. Okay, so squishy ball first. I'm just going to bring this video a teeny bit closer. I feel like I'm a little bit far away. Okay. Okay, great. So squishy ball. I'm going to put the squishy ball right in between the ankles. Right in between the ankles, and then walk the feet in so the ball gets a little bit of a hug, and then push down through the toes, and we're going to focus a little bit on the ankles for a minute. Feel like you want to make your ankles squeeze the ball, and when you do this you can kind of push down through your big toe and the inside of your heel. And then release the ball a little bit so it doesn't get quite that much of a squeeze. And then find it again. Push down through the big toe, squeeze with the ankles, and push down through the inside of your heel. And then come on back out. And just do this like 5 or 6 more times. This is a great little ankle strengthener. A lot of us walk through the outside of the foot a little bit more than walking through the center, which is fine. But this is a nice way to wake up the muscles on the inside of the foot. I'm just going to do one more. Good. And now I'm going to keep that little bit of a ball squeeze, but just turn out a bit into a V shape. So now it's going to be more of a heel / ankle squeeze. I'm walking in, so it's a good hug of the ball. I'm just going to bring my arms here. You can bring your arms wherever you like. Push down through that big toe and squeeze through the heels as you lift and lower. Lift. Okay, so when you lift your heels, see if you can continue to use your big toes. Of course, you're using all your toes right now, but let that work that we just did, that little warm up for the inside of the foot, come into this little lower and lift. I'm also feeling a warm up in the backs of the legs. Your legs should be nice and straight. We're going to do 5 more. 5 and 4. My dog in the other room is scratching on the door like she doesn't have a king size bed to be comfortable on. Let's just do 2 more of these. And then 1 more time. Yes. Okay, good. So now I'm going to bring my toes back in. I'm going to release the ball a little bit, enough so I can grab it, and then come right in between the thighs with the ball. Even though we don't have anything in between our heels, I want to still use the feet in that same awareness way. So you're using the big toes and the inside of the heel. And we're going to take the knees and just come a little bit forward, and then right back up. Okay, so my upper body stays straight. Forward. This is up to you how much range of motion you have. How does this feel for your knees and your parts? This feels like a stretch for me as well through the backs of my ankles. I'm using my toes and the inside of my heels as much as I'm using the rest of the feet. Let's do 5 more. 5. And you don't have to kill the ball here. It's kind of just creating structure. 3 more. And 2. And 1 more time. Good. And now from here, I'm going to just turn my toes out a little bit. We're going to keep the bottom half of the leg where it is. And now I'm going to squat. So I'm sending my hips back. You may like the ball, you may not. It's up to you. You can keep it or toss it to the side. I am going to continue to find the whole foot. And we're going to do 10 more here. Tush on the way up. 9. Sorry. And 8. I'm like, have my butt towards the window, which is fine, but there's work people outside. And for a second, I just became aware of that. Let's do 4 more. And 3. And 2. This really warms up the inner thighs, doesn't it? Does for me. 1 more. Okay, I'm gonna take the ball out. We had that nice little warm up there. I'm gonna take the ball now. You may need something to put your hand on. This is gonna be a bit bouncy, so feel free to grab a chair or come closer to the wall. I'm putting the ball right behind my right leg. The leg is just gonna hug it. I'm gonna bring my arms here, but you may wanna come out to the sides. The right knee is gonna make a circle. And I'm probably gonna, I'm softening my left knee. I'm gonna come forward to the side, behind me, and then back again. Do whatever you want with your arms. This is a really big circle. I'm just gonna do 3 more here. And 2. And 1 more time. And of course we have to go the other way. Back, around, and back, around. I was watching my son and his friend play a game called The Floor is Lava the other day, and I was like, wow, that is a dynamic workout they're playing. And then come around, and I'm gonna take my leg out and put the leg down, okay? Other side. We don't usually play games like that when we're grown-ups, but this kind of felt like a similar thing to what they were doing. So I've got the ball behind my opposite leg, and I'm gonna see how this side goes. And around. Yep, so one leg is really trying to stabilize, and the other one has a really big dynamic movement. I'm gonna do 2 more with the left leg here. 1 more. And other way. Woo! Around. And 2. And challenge yourself by making this a really big, awkward circle. 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. Ooh, I almost lost that one. And come all the way down, okay? I'm gonna put the ball down for a moment and grab this yoga block. Grab this yoga block. So first, I'm gonna just stretch a little bit of the calf. I'm bringing my left foot up to the edge of the block. The further forward you step your right foot, the deeper this stretch will be. So I'm just gonna stand up nice and tall. Lean in towards the big toe, and then out towards the pinky. Big toe and pinky 1 more time. And pinky, and then we'll switch to the other foot. Woo. Well, this side's tight. And then stand up as tall as you can. Take a nice deep breath here. Lean in towards the big toe and the pinky. And the big toe and the pinky. 1 more each way. And then we'll come back to the center and step all the way down, okay? So I'm gonna grab my ball again, it rolled away. We're gonna do some standing work on the yoga block. This is also gonna challenge your balance. Come closer to a wall if that's a safer option for you, okay? So the yoga block is nice and long. Some people like to put one in front of the other if your foot is a little bit bigger, but my foot is huge. My toes are hanging off. I'm gonna make sure that the heel is on the block so you can push down through the heel and then come on up to stand. This is just gonna give us something else to think about, which is kind of what we've been doing so far. This opposite leg, toes are down. So my heel is lifted, my toes are down, and the pelvis is nice and organized. Try not to sink and get cute through the hips, but to stay nice and even. So first let's just flex and point the leg that doesn't have the yoga block. For me, it's my left one. Flex and point. And flex and point. Now, if you feel comfortable flexing and holding, great. Even with your toes down, this is still a phenomenal balance exercise. So choose which one is right for you. And I'm going to stretch my arms open nice and wide. I'm really driving down through the right foot, especially the right heel. And then I'm going to switch, give the ball to the other hand, and reach out nice and wide. Reach. And really bring the arms back. Make this a nice stretch across the chest. And again, nice open fingertips. I'm reaching my fingertips towards the wall behind me. Let's just do one more each way. Other side. Come back to the center and all the way down. Okay? Uh-oh. Ripley's waking up. And then come on back up again. All right? Similar, we're just gonna hold the ball right in front of the chest, lift the chest into the ball, push down through that standing yoga block foot, and now this outside leg is gonna make a circle. Okay, we just did some circles, we just warmed up this movement pattern here. You can keep your legs straight or bend the knee, whichever one sounds more excited. If you really want to bring this up a notch, I'm not gonna do that today. You can actually, Hey, let's try it. Knee ball. Knee ball. I'm going to do 4 in each direction. I'm going the other way. 4 and 3 and 2. One more. And then grab the ball and step all the way down. Okay, that was kind of exciting. Now, come on back up again. I think I'm just gonna hold the ball right to my chest, lift the chest into the ball, push down through the standing leg, opposite knee up. Opposite knee up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more. Ooh, this hip is really starting to fatigue. Let's switch, okay? Opposite side. I'm coming up with that left foot now. Again, I want to make sure that the heel is on the block. Get your bearings here. Let's point and flex. I'm really trying to stand up nice and tall here. So I'm in full hip extension. It should almost feel like you're pushing your left hip forward. And up. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to either toes down or hovering off the ground with that outside foot and come in. See if you can find your tush muscles through your left leg, whatever foot that you have on the block, that leg. We're certainly not gonna fatigue the glutes here, but I would love for them to participate. And reach out wide. Reach the fingertips back so you get that nice nerve fascia stretch across the arms and the chest. Let's do one more each way. Other side. Do you hear that loud noise? I don't know what they're doing. Okay, come on down. And then come up. Okay, so at this point, we're gonna do some leg circles. I'm just gonna go right into knee ball and see how this goes. And breathe. 4, 3, 2. I'm just getting you guys ready for the circus. and 1, and let's go the other way. 4, 3, got it. 2, and 1, coming down. Okay, back up again. Stand tall, push down through the whole foot, especially the heel. Lift the chest into the ball. Knee up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come all the way down. Ooh, that was fun. Okay, I'm just gonna do each side one more calf stretch. After all that work on the block, stand tall. Let's find that. Shift your weight into your big toe. Shift your weight into your heel move. 2 more there. And then I'm gonna switch to the other side. Yeah, good to notice if one side feels a lot different from the other. It could. And in. 1 more each way. And then come back, okay? Nice, let's roll the shoulders around. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of standing work. I have 5-pound weights behind me. I would say medium light weights for this next bit. And I'm also just gonna use the block in between my heels just to connect the legs up through the upper body. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my weights, come here, give the block a little bit of a squeeze. It doesn't need to be crazy there, just so you know where it is. And then maybe just a little bit of turnout through the feet. Squeeze the tush a little bit, press the hips forward, and then we'll move the arms. And we'll move the arms. Hey, oh my gosh, that was awkward. Awkward moment. There's things happening. Okay. Everything's fine. 4, and 3. I'm just a woman exercising in her living room. 2, to them. 1 more. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my arms right by my sides. I'm gonna squeeze the block just a little bit more, and now I'm gonna lift the heels. Let's see if we can keep the block right off the ground. Ooh! If you need to put it back down again, that's fine, go ahead and do that. I'm moving the arms now slightly forward and slightly back. Slightly forward and slightly back. Belly button is in when I bring the arms back, especially. 3 more. 3, and back. 2, and back. 1 more each way. And then come back and all the way down. Let's, for a moment, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. I notice when I look around the room in the studio that when people do balance work, they tend to really do tense things through their shoulders and their jaw and their neck and stuff. So it's nice to release that. I'm gonna go around to one side and then 1 more in the other direction. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna take the block away and just put it to the side for now. All right. Arms are gonna stay right by the sides. Let's soften the knees. Shift your weight into your right foot. Let's bring the left leg back. When you do this, as you can see, the right knee, it's just kind of right over my right foot. Arms are nice and long. Step the left foot back in, transfer the weight, and then come back with the right foot. So let's start just with this. This is the first little movement pattern here. Let's see if we can find belly button in. Nice and long through the spine. Reach back. Let's do 3 more here. 3. Whoop. And 2. And 1. and then come back, okay? I'm gonna hold my weights like this, all right? Arms will remain straight. Let's soften the knees, stick the booty out, and let the upper body come forward and right back up. It's like a teeny little deadlift. Forward and up. Forward and up. We're gonna put these two movements together in a way, so we're gonna learn both of them separately. See if when you bring your chest up, you can find your tush muscles. For me, pushing through the front of the foot helps me find this. Okay, these are pretty light weights, so this is not as challenging as it could be. Just one more. And come up. Okay, we're coming back to the one leg back, other leg back, and we'll put these two things kind of together. Step the left leg back. Lift it up just a little bit. Bring the upper body forward and back up again. And then step the left foot back in. Quick note, alignment note. Step your right leg back and pause. You know when we do turn out and turn in with the foot and the leg? When you lift your leg, ever so slightly turn in. Ever so slightly turn in. This is going to help to keep the left hip and the right hip a little bit more aligned with one another. When you turn out, you're more likely to keep that hip open like this, but we don't really want that. We want one hip to be right in line with the other, okay? I have my butt to the window again. I have to turn around, okay? So you're stepping one leg back, a little bit of turn in and back up again. It's hard for me to do that whole turn in thing. I just was practicing it the other day, so yeah. Go at your own pace here and try and keep your back lengthened as you hinge forward. I'm just going to do one more set after this, so this one and then one more each side. Even yourself out if you're cognitive of which side you started on. Turn the foot in. It should almost feel like toes in, heel out. And then other side. And then all the way up, okay? And then I'm gonna hold my weights like I just was a moment ago. Let's come back here. Heels hugging the block just a bit. A little bit of turnout. Pushing into the block with the inside of your heels. And we're gonna bring the arms up with a bend. Elbows are straight ahead. Open. When you come in, see if you can get the elbows and the palms as close as you can. Four more. And three. And two. One more. Come all the way down. All the way down. Hold here. Squeeze the heels. The block is coming with us again. Right up. Right up. Hold there. Push the hips forward. Give the tush a little bit of a squeeze. Same exercise we did last time. Slightly forward and back. Slightly forward and back. Three more. And two. One more. Hold the arms back, lift the chest, belly is in, little pulse back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna put these weights down for a moment, and I'm gonna grab the block. Meaning to adjust my hair. So we're going here. You can bring the block right on top of your head. Now, just a note about this. Some of you have bumpy heads. I realize this. Okay, so the block might fall off. Just pretend like it's there. So here we are, pushing up into the block, drawing the abdominals in. Let's bring the arms out nice and wide. I'm going to spread the fingers apart and slide the shoulders down. Let's see if we can twist to the right. Inhale forward and twist left. Inhale forward. One more each way. Inhale forward and twist. And then come back and bring your arms down. Now, I'm not going to make you get that ball, but it's the same thing we did in the beginning of class. Let's see if we can push up into the block. Hands to the hips or wherever else you want. And we have one more big circle set. 4, 3, 2. It's okay if you lose the block. 1, and then we'll go the other way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back, side 2. Stand tall into your opposite foot, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we got to go the other way. 4, 3, 2, last one, all the way down. Wow. I'm really surprised I didn't drop this block. Okay, we're gonna come down to the mat. I'm gonna put the block down there and I'm gonna grab both the ball and the weights, okay? So make sure they are right next to you. When you come down to the mat, I'm gonna adjust my screen a little bit. Okay, so let's come down to the hands and the knees. Hands and the knees first. Right? I think I want the ball first. Let's grab the ball and put it in between the thighs so we can recruit some of those deeper belly muscles. And I say this so many times, but if your wrists are bothering you, you can grab those weights if they're big enough. This really takes the angle out of the wrist. It's still a bunch of pressure, but try it and see if you like it. So we're squeezing the ball. I'm curling my toes forward. First, I'm going to stick my booty out and sit back. We've already done some really good stretch work for the feet, but see if you can bring your heels in and out, and in, and out. One more, each way, and out. And I'm gonna shift forward, come back to hands under shoulders, knees giving the ball a squeeze, round, and arch, and round, and arch. One more each way. And arch. All right, come back to a little mini cat spine. Squeeze the ball and lift your knees. Hold here for a second. We're going to shift our weight slightly back and where we started. Slightly back and where we started. 3 more. 3 and 2. 1 more. And then come all the way down. Ooh, it's a lot of work for the feet. I'm gonna uncurl my toes for a minute and sit back on my heels. My legs are a little sore from the other day, and then come back again, all right? Now we're gonna challenge ourselves in a slightly different way. Come back to where you just were, toes forward, little bit of a cat spine, just a little bit of a scoopy belly. Lift. Now instead of going front and back, side to side, side to side. Ooh, this is hard. 2 more. And side. I'm going right and left, by the way. 1 more each way. And then I'm coming down. That's a lot. Sit back for a moment, take a breath. Come on back. 1 more challenge. Toes forward, hands on your shoulders. Slightly cat spine. Lift your knees when you're ready. Scoot your hands in a little bit. Pick 1 hand up at a time. And come on down. Pause. Why don't you guys try that again? There's someone knocking. Okay, that was exciting. We're coming back to our hands and knees. I just have to take off my socks because I just ran through mud to expedite what I just had to do. Dynamic movements in life. That is what is normal. Okay, so we just did 1 hand and the other hand. Grab your block. Grab your block. Okay, maybe I'll come this way. So, it wouldn't hurt to keep the ball here. If you like it, you can put it in between your thighs. It kind of helps to keep the structure. I'm going to put the block under my right hand first. We will, of course, do both. So whichever side we start with, it's up to you. So just check this out for a second. You see how my shoulders are not like this? They're like this. So what's happening is my right arm is bent. Okay? And this is, I think we've done this before. I haven't done this in a while. This kind of mimics a 1-arm tricep push-up. So if you shift your weight into both hands for just a moment, into the heels of both hands, and aim your elbows back a little bit, shift your weight towards your right arm, and then push up until your left hand is in line with your right. So at this point, they're nice and even, and then I'm gonna bend and go right back. The challenge, in my opinion, is keeping your shoulders even. So this one is a 1-arm movement. Yeah, I kind of like the ball in between the thighs, actually. Helps to help you find your core and your center. We're gonna do 4 more here. Elbow back. 4. And 3. And 2. Come up and hold. And bring the left arm up to the side. Draw the abdominals in. Push the block away. Really reach out wide, plug both shoulders in, and then come all the way back down. Okay, quick little twirl. And we'll try the other side. So I'm gonna move it over. Okay, so just to be abundantly clear, my shoulders are even, my left elbow is bent. I'm imagining that my hands are even though of course one is higher than the other. Push through both hands for a moment so you can feel all the muscles in the shoulder girdle wake up. And now shift into the left. Yeah, this side is much weirder for me. And you're breathing. We'll do 6 more. 6, elbow back. And 5. And 4. 3. 2. We're coming up and we're holding. And here we go, wide arm. Plug the shoulders in, active chest, belly. I'm really pushing down into the block enough to remind me to lift away from it. And plug the shoulders in, take 1 more deep breath here. And then come all the way down. Okay, so we're not done with this block just yet. You can give your wrists a quick twirl. We're going to add a little bit, kind of. We'll use part of it and take part of it away. I'm coming back to my left hand being on the block. Let's say knees and feet close or together. Lift through the spine. My left elbow is bent. Both of my palms are aligned, even though one is higher than the other. Okay, that's the same start. I'm going to push through the left arm, bring the right arm out to the side, and extend the left leg out. So first I'm going to start with my toes down, and I'm going to get a nice even hip structure, and then I'm going to bring that left hip up, lower just the leg, and come right back up. This is a small movement for me. You might have a slightly more dynamic movement. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come all the way down. Wristy. Okay, we'll do this on the other side. So other right hand is on the block. Same start. Shoulders are even. Right elbow is bent. I'm going to push through both wrists for now. And then I'll transfer over into the right, push myself up, and bring that left arm out to the side, plug the shoulders in, and I'm ready to bring the right leg back. The toes are down. I'm just going to get my bearings, and then lift and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one. All the way down. And then a little twirl here. All right. Roll it around. All right. We can put this off to the side. Grab the sky, your ball. We're coming down to our backs. I'm going to put the ball behind my mid back, right around where my bra strap is. I'm like somewhere just below the shoulder blades, around there. And then I'm coming back with my arms. So let's find a place where we can curl forward and feel a little bit supported. The lower the ball is, the more you just feel like you're fighting a deep arch, and I don't want to feel that way. I'd rather feel like it's somewhat easy for me to round forward. And then I'm going to start to experiment with coming towards the floor and back up again. Towards the floor and back up again. So this is a beautiful deep breath here. Exhale to come up. I'm just going to do 3 more. And 2. 1 more. Okay, curl up and hold. Right hand behind the head, left arm forward. Bring the right leg up into tabletop. Belly button is in. So my right hand is really supported, my head. Keep your eyes forward. Stretch the right leg and the left arm back and back in. Back and back in. 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more. Switch sides, left hand back, right arm up, left knee tabletop, and expand and reach. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. And then come back down. Bring your hands behind your head. Come all the way back. If it feels safe for you to do so, put your head back and widen your arms and just take 2 deep breaths in this extension Okay, I'm gonna roll to the side so I can just roll off of the ball and then back to the floor. And then I'm gonna roll completely over to my belly. I'm bringing the ball with me. I'm gonna put the ball right underneath the rib area towards the chest. So it's partially under my chest, but it's more the rib cage. And I'm gonna bring my arms out nice and wide in this position. Head is gonna come close to the ground. Push gently through the palms and the elbows as you lift the chest and look forward. So we just did this shape, but we were not kind of actively doing it. We were just stretching. Round forward and lift. Let's do 4 more. 4 and up. And 3 and up. And 2. One more time. And up. Okay. I'm going to roll to the side, take the ball out. So let's keep it close by. Just put it down someplace where it's not going to roll away. And we'll come back, arms wide, head down. Let's, at the same time, lift the head, the chest, and the arms. Feel free to dial this back if lifting all of this at the same time is not right for you. And intuitively, my legs just got a little lighter into the ground. See if you can draw the abdominals in and then lower back down. And lift and lower. One more. Lift and lower. Now come all the way down. We're going to put the ball right in front of our head. Same exercise. Let's just do this again. You're coming up in this shape. And I'm going to reach to the ball with my left arm and reach both arms out really nice and wide. We did this standing on a block. Switch the ball and then reach the arms wide. Switch the ball, reach the arms wide. One more. Reach the arms wide. Come all the way down, take a breath. We're going to try another shape. I have to sneeze. Woo! That was a good one. Put the ball right in front of your head again. Come up into this position. Legs, it's really up to you. Grab the ball, bring it behind you and in front of you. Behind you, in front of you. One more. Let's go the other way. Go back behind you, out front. 2 more. Behind you, out front. Last time. Come around, all the way down. I'm going to sit back in child's pose after those shenanigans. And then come all the way back up, okay? We're coming onto our backs now. Just a little bit more here. Come onto your backs. You can keep the weights right next to where your head will be. All the way down. And I'm going to put the ball right between my thighs. Arms right on the floor. You can do palms up or palms down or karate chop side of the hand down. Add a little turn out to your feet. Push through the heel, the big toe, all the toes out to the pinky, and bring the hips up. And then lower down. Little bit of a squeeze to the ball. You don't have to kill the ball. 5 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. 1 more. And lower all the way down. Okay? curiosity, I want to try this. I just put the ball in between my leg and like the way we've been doing this. Not right up to the knee because that's going to create, it's going to be harder to put the foot down, I think. So I'm coming a little bit more towards the tush and I'm going to put my foot down. So the ball, one of the legs has the ball. Push your arms down by your sides. See if you can push through both heels to bring your hips up. And then shift your weight into the heel that, the free leg, for me it's my right, left leg, up, down, up, down, up, down, 2 more, 1 more, woo, hips down. Let's see how the other leg plays the game. Okay, so the closer you bring it to the knee, it's going to be harder to put your foot down. That is somewhat aligned with your opposite foot. It's okay that they're not completely aligned. Push down through your arms and both feet. Hips come up and then you'll transfer your weight into the left leg. 2, 3, 4. Last one. All the way down. Lower the hips. Bring your feet together and your knees wide. Bit of a stretch there. You can just put the ball to the side. We're done with the ball. Deep breath here. Okay. Legs come back up. Okay, so these weights, I'm going to put one. If you make a cactus shape with your arms, put each of the weights carefully on the ground right there so you can grab them. They're going to stay on the ground. Okay, we're going to use this to intensify our stretch. Bring your legs up to tabletop. Slowly bring the knees over towards the ground. When you get there, you'll be keeping that opposite hand attached to the weight. This could be too much for you, so then you will let go of the weight. But this is one way to deepen this stretch. Try and relax your neck and your forehead. One more deep breath here. And then we're going to come through the center. And then again, you'll hold on to the weights, this side. And then you can look over and breathe. One more deep breath here. And then you can carefully roll back. And then just release the weights. Just a quick hip stretch. Cross one leg across the other. And then pull in and hold on behind the thigh. Maybe flex both feet. And then we can switch to the other side. One more exhale. And then you can bring the feet back down. And you can either rock up to sit or roll over to the side. And come on up. Mermaid. I'm going to do this kind of Z sit here, foot to thigh. I have my legs over to the left, but of course we'll do both sides. I'm going to bring my hand to my ankle and the opposite arm up. As you stretch over to the side, relax that shoulder, and you can reach up and over, looking down at your bottom hand to deepen the twist through the back and the ribs. And then come up, and we'll try it again. Relax the bottom shoulder, rotate towards the bottom hand. One more. And stretch over. And then a quick counter stretch outside the arm that was up, now goes to the ground. And big stretch. And then come back and we'll flip the legs. Hand to ankle, arm to ceiling. Relax this shoulder and stretch over and then rotate. And then come back and again. And back one more time. Big rib opener. And then our counter stretch. Reach over. And then back. Let's do one more stretch for good luck. I'll bring the legs out here. So legs just a little bit wider than the shoulders, big V. And then walking your hands forward a little bit. I'm trying to be like right on my sits bones. If your legs are really tight, just soften your knees. And then I'm just gonna walk my legs over towards the right leg. And you can either keep your spine long or fold downward towards the knee. And then up, and you can come up through the center and then walk your hands over to the other leg. And then back towards the center. Come on up to sit, and we'll come up to stand. Okay, we'll do a roll down to end. Arms up. And forward. And roll through the spine. One more deep breath here. Soften the knees and roll it up. Nice. We did it. All right, wish me luck in my house. Who knows what's gonna happen out there. Have a great day.